Today, let us tell you a tale about braveness, courage, love, adventure, and much more.
This is the tale of Theseus, the great Athenian hero.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy taking notes.
Theseus was the son of the great Athenian king Aegeus. Before he was born, Aegeus went back to Athens and left Theseus with his mother in his mother's home, a city in southern Greece. Aegeus told his wife that when Theseus could pick up a huge stone, she should send him to claim his father with his father's sword. Theseus indeed did grow up to be much stronger than the other boys, and his mother told him to go to Athens one day.
To Athens.
Traveling to Athens by water would be too easy, so Theseus turned that down because he desired a challenge. Instead, Theseus went all the way to Athens by foot. Theseus killed all the bandits he faced on his land journey to Athens, but first he punished them in the same way that they had hurt their victims. For example, Sciron made his victims wash his feet before chucking them off the cliff.
Wash my feet.
Because you made your victims wash your feet before you threw them off of a cliff, I will make you wash my feet, and then I will throw you off of the cliff.
Darn.
He finally reached Athens with the title of an acknowledged hero. The king, Aegeus, did not know Theseus was his son and thought that Theseus was trying to win over the people to make him king.
That meddling boy Theseus, I'm convinced he's trying to take my throne.
Here, take this poison and kill him as we
Perfect.
Medea, the heroine of the Quest of the Golden Fleece, was disturbed by the appearance of Theseus. She knew through sorcery that Theseus was Aegeus' son. She convinced Aegeus to poison Theseus' drink. But as Aegeus gave the poisoned cup to his son, Theseus, who wanted to make himself known to his father, drew his sword. Aegeus recognized it at once and dashed the cup to the ground. Theseus was proclaimed to the country as Aegeus' son and heir.
I am your son, father.
Oh, that's my sword. You're my son. You're my son Theseus.
Yeah.
Welcome home. You are truly welcome.
Oh no.
Years ago, Minos, the power ruler of Crete, lost his only son due to the fact that Aegeus sent his son on a dangerous journey. Minos attacked Athens and said he would destroy it unless there was a tribute every 9 years. 7 women and 7 youths to feed to the Minotaur, a half-bull, half-human monster. Years ago, Poseidon gave Minos a bull to sacrifice in his honor. But Minos didn't kill the bull because it was so wonderfully beautiful. Poseidon got angry, and to punish Minos, he made Pasiphae, Minos' wife, fall madly in love with a wonderfully beautiful bull. They had the Minotaur as a child.
Take this bull to sacrifice in my honor.
But this bull, it's so wonderfully beautiful. I could never bring myself to sacrifice it.
You mortal fool! I will curse your wife to fall in love with the bull and bear horrible offspring.
Oh no, Daedalus, I have this monstrous son, the Minotaur, and no way to contain him or feed him. What do I do?
You know, I know. I'll build a massive maze to trap your son in, and no one can get out once they get in.
It's a great idea. And then I will go to war against Athens and demand 7 women and 7 youths every 9 years to feed my son.
I'll get started at once.
Perfect. Theseus immediately volunteered as tribute to go to Crete. Theseus told his father that if he were to survive, he would raise a white sail instead of the usual black sail.
Father, this is madness. We can't keep on sacrificing our citizens to Minos' monstrosity.
I know, but if we could defeat the Minos, we would. But the labyrinth functions as a wall as well as a cage.
I will volunteer as tribute and go into the labyrinth.
God's speed.
Theseus then sailed to Crete. No one knew he had the intention of killing the Minotaur. Minos' daughter, Ariadne, watched Theseus as he marched to the labyrinth. She immediately fell in love with Theseus. She asked Daedalus to give her a way to traverse the labyrinth without getting lost.
Daedalus, is there a way to traverse the labyrinth safely?
Yes, there is. Take this. Tie it to the entrance and unwind it as you go.
Oh, Theseus, your march is so beautiful. If I show you a way to traverse the labyrinth safely, will you take me as your wife and bring me back to Athens?
Okay.
Yeah.
So Theseus went into the labyrinth. The battle was simple. Theseus found the Minotaur asleep. He pinned it to the ground and beat the monster with his bare fists. Alright guys, want a clean fight, nothing dirty, alright? Ready, ready,
Yeah.
and fight! With the ball of thread, he journeyed out of the labyrinth and fled to Athens on a ship.
Along the way, the rest is history, sort of. Along the way home, Theseus lost Ariadne. There are two different versions of what happened on the island of Naxos. One story states that Theseus was a jerk and abandoned the person that saved his life. Afterwards, the wine god Dionysus finds Ariadne and comforts her. Another story states that Ariadne was seasick and went on the island to recover. Then a violent wind blew away Theseus and the ship. And when the ship returned, Ariadne had already died. Both stories say that when Theseus came back to Athens, he was so distracted that he forgot to hoist the white sail. King Aegeus felt great sorrow and jumped off the castle because he thought his son died.
Oh my god, my son's dead. What? I can't live any longer. Oh god, that's hot. Okay, okay, you can do this. There's nothing left for you.
Oops. But the story doesn't end there. After King Aegeus kills himself, Theseus became king of Athens and implemented many changes to the government of Athens.
For the people.
Video?
But the story doesn't end there.
After King Aegeus killed himself, Theseus became king of Athens and implemented many changes to the government of Athens.
He declared that Athens would be ruled by the people and transformed the city into the largest democracy in the ancient world.
King Theseus' rule ushered in Athens' golden age, making it a harbor of ideas and knowledge.
For the people.
I think that we should have less alcohol tax so I can drink more.
I think that's a great idea. All in favor of no more alcohol tax?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Theseus had good qualities to be king. However, he was still thirsty for excitement and danger.
Theseus went on many other adventures. He was one of the men who went on the quest for the Golden Fleece. He stood by Hercules when his cousin had no one left.
Theseus also went to the country of the Amazons, the woman warriors. Some say that he took one back with him, a woman named Antiope.
Or sometimes named Hippolyta. They had a son called Hippolytus.
Come here, woman.
Okay.
Hello.
And that's how babies are made.
In the later years of his life, Theseus married Ariadne's sister, Phaedra. Hippolytus took no interest in women. He despised those who were silly enough to fall in love. Badly enough, Phaedra fell in love with her stepson, and then Hippolytus turned her away. She went to die and didn't tell anyone why.
Talk about awkward relationships. An old nurse told Hippolytus to love Phaedra back. Still, Hippolytus refused. Phaedra killed herself and left a note lying, that Hippolytus betrayed his father and loved her back.
Theseus returned to his home,
He was away all this time.
read the note, and banished his son.
Hey, father.
What?
What does it say?
You're banished from Athens.
They're lies, father, lies.
Poseidon, I curse you by Poseidon.
Y'all who asked Poseidon to curse Hippolytus, and when his son was journeying away, he was mortally hurt by a huge sea monster.
Quite rash, if you ask me.
Theseus found out the truth and was overwhelmed by grief. Theseus' death was also wretched. He was at King Lycomedes' place.
Why? Some say he too was banished from Athens.
Lycomedes killed Theseus for unknown reasons,
Even though Theseus was banished, the Athenians still built a great tomb.
and worshipped and honored him like no other mortal.
Theseus was always a defender of the defenseless, and he was remembered that way to the Athenian people.
Okay, that's it. But now
That's our play.
now we test your knowledge.
For bribery disbursement.
Right.
Am I supposed to tape this too?
Probably
Yeah, just leave that one. Hello, thank you. Welcome to the season premiere of So You Want to Be a Greek Hero. Today we will be featuring Theseus. And you, Mr. Barr's first period advanced English 9 class, will have a chance to win some serious candy by answering these 8 questions that I will be presenting to you today. Question number 1. True or false? Theseus traveled to Athens by water because it was faster.
Okay, so he wanted to be challenged, so he decided to go by foot, not by water.
True.
That's a false statement.
That is correct! You are... Question number 2. True or false? Theseus was the brother of Hercules.
May.
False. He was his cousin.
Correct.
That is correct! Question number 3.
That's licorice.
Minos was the king of blank.
Minju.
Crete.
Correct.
That is
Want
correct.
another one?
Question numero 4. Blank created the bull that Minos was supposed to sacrifice.
Zach. Poseidon. That is correct.
You know, okay, you're correct. You know, I'm not just gonna. I overreacted. I'm sorry. You're correct. Have some candy. Question number 5. Who persuaded Aegeus to poison Theseus' cup?
Medea.
Yeah, correct. Sorry, I forgot your name.
That is correct. Good for you. Question number 6. Theseus changed the government of Athens to what type of government?
Mandeep.
Democracy.
Correct.
Oh.
That is very correct. Very correct. Question number 7. Why did King Aegeus kill himself?
Michael.
Thought his son was dead.
That is correct.
That is correct. Question number 8. The final question. And it's worth double the candy. In what way did Theseus ensure that he would not get lost in the labyrinth? 30 seconds is really hard.
Yeah, alright. Do you want
Is it string?
tied to?
His body?
That's close. That's what you want. I mean, anyone else know what it's tied to?
His foot. It was tied to the entrance.
Yes, it's tied to the entrance of the labyrinth.
Okay, that's it. See you next week. Alright, so you want to be a Greek hero. See ya. Stop the camera. Roger, stop laughing.
Roger, get out! Roger, I swear to God. Roger, I will break you.
True or false? Theseus was the brother of Hercules.
Yeah, you guys were
Yes. Yes.
Sure, you have time.
See the bloopers?
Turn it down just a smidge.
Turn it down a tad.
Do you guys want the other light up?
Oh yeah, and you guys can all have candy. We have a lot.
Oh my god, we didn't give me
Connor! Hey, I should get extra for being this person.
Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god. Let us tell you a tale of that.
I don't like licorice, so I don't want licorice.
One likes licorice.
Exactly. Except for older men. You would.
Why was Sergeant like sitting in a stationary bike?
It was weird. It was very. I think just to weird us out, probably.
Today, let us tell you a tale about braveness, love. Today, let us tell you a tale about braveness.
Two different versions of the story of what.
Yeah, just go.
He declared that Athens would be ruled by the people, and that Athens would be ruled by the people, and Pharaoh would be her stepson, and then Hippolytus turned her away. She wanted to die, and didn't tell anyone why.
Oh my. That is so weird.
Line check.
Okay, just keep going.
Then Hippolytus turned her away. She went to die and didn't tell anyone why. In the later years of his life, Theseus married and built a great tomb. That's restart. Even though Theseus was banished, the Athenians still built a great tomb and worshipped and honored him like no other mortal. Theseus was one of the defenseless, and he was always remembered that way to the Athenians. So what does that line mean? This is one of the defenseless.
No, it's defender of the defenseless. Oh shoot! Oh my god!
I'll just say it.
Okay, and 3. Roger, get out of the shop. Okay.
Theseus became king of Athens and implemented many changes.
Has like this Christmas tree growing out of the top.
He declared that Athens would be ruled by the people.
I have a 10-foot Christmas tree right now. And it's like 10 feet. Huge. And my dad wouldn't let me like put Christmas ornaments on it. He had to do it
Daedalus
all
was
himself.
hammered, tending to build.
Christmas is for dad, not for kids.
At my house, at least.
It was highlight. It was okay.
Bro, oh my god, wait, this is. I'm sorry, Arjun. I know how you feel now. King Theseus' rule ushered in Athens' golden age and made it a harbor of ideas and knowledge. Idea. Okay, do it again. It's unknown. Oh my god. Okay. Quite bash. Or you know.
Rash.
And transformed it into the largest democracy in the ancient world. Okay, wait, this is very hard to read. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for like reading it like this.
That noise.
Okay, keep going. Theseus was one of the Theseus was the defender
of the defenseless.
Theseus was the defender of the defense.
Was a defender of the defenseless.
Theseus was a defender of the defense. Oh my god. Theseus was a defender of the defenseless. Okay. Theseus was a Theseus was the defender of one of the. Oh, no.
Only one of the defenseless.
Theseus was a defender of the defenseless, and he always remained that way to the Athenians. Okay, good.